Hey guys, God bless. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video in ADHD, ADD, and your Bible, where I take time to give advice, tips, and suggestions to help you navigate through your quiet time with your mental health diagnosis. So, I want to show y'all something very transparent and vulnerable right now. Like, this is something that I try to avoid. Like, I literally can recall me getting ready to do my videos, and I'm just like, oh, I gotta concentrate, I gotta focus, I gotta really finish this so that I can actually make a video about this. Because the normal me, the average me, has trouble finishing things. And I want to show you guys a couple examples of exactly what I mean. Here we have a sticky note where this is what I call my shortcut study. Like, this is my 5 to 10 minute go, where I just get a sticky note, I hurry up and jot down like what pops my mind instantly or shorthand and just get the job done. This is not intended to like rush through my quiet time, but when I'm in my motor has been sparked on and it just rolling, this tends to work versus taking time to get everything organized and adjusted, and because then I get distracted. So as you can see, for this one, I actually just went in and filled out this one. And then I went to go do this one, and I realized, I stopped and paused and said, you know what? This is something to share, because this is something that happens a lot. Because mind you, this is not what I was doing today. This was a sticky note I did months ago. And I was just flipping through my Bible looking for a particular verse, and I stumbled across this. And I remember going back another time and filling in the gaps and pieces before. Probably won't be able to find another one right now. We'll see. I do have other notebooks and stuff to share with y'all. But like I said, the other day, or I think it was like December, I did go in and fill some of these in. And this is and I just transferred these sticky notes from my older Bible. So probably can't find it right now. I don't want to spend too much time looking, but I definitely can show you in other places. For example, this is really old. This notebook has been sitting on my shelf for months. And I started doing the bloom method and I simply did not finish. And this happens quite often. And this was for Isaiah 9 and 2. So let me see if I can find another one somewhere. This was the notebook that was supposed to be my one all in all. But that did not go according to plan because I'm always switching things up. And you guys may have even noticed on my channel that this seems to be the thing. Like, I be so sure and certain about something, and then I don't finish. So this is like a completely empty notebook with bare minimum in it. And not just that. Although I would still say and recommend that workbooks tend to work best for me, because at least I'm not just stuck there wondering what's next. I already know. Take a look at the difference in the ink. Literally, I did this in a span of like months. After I did my review, I jumped right on it like the next day and did probably like these two parts. And then came back and did this. Then did some of this. It came and then this like on one of the last days. It just took a long time. And I was fighting myself so hard. And I'm like, Lord, I just want to get it done. I just want to finish it. And my mind wouldn't let me. I got distracted and I moved on to something else. Think about all the books I shared with you all that was supposed to have been read by now. Let me show y'all something else real quick. We're not even gonna talk about this. I just went in and finished this one too. This was dated the 18th. Today is what, the 22nd? And although it's not mandatory to come in and finish the note process, it's a sermon notes, then finish. I tend to do this a lot. I was doing good in the beginning. And usually my finishing is associated with excitement. And then my not finishing is associated with boredom, distraction, and yeah. So then I don't finish. For the most part, I try to at least get through the questions But like I said, with this one, I realized I didn't answer the questions. So I came back in and finished. So yeah. But also, I literally been reading on this book for like a whole year and some change, and still have not finished. So what, about a year. But I started out hitting the ground running. I was reading a lot, as you can see, and then I just slowed down to non-existing. And this is something I do a lot, and I want to talk about this because I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to the fact of what I'm saying, that you start a lot of things and you don't finish it. And I'm just here to encourage you that, one, there is hope. Two, there may need to be a change of plans. For me, when I often did my soap method, I had to pee last. And for the life of me, even though it's prayer in my own words, that's right around the time where I got distracted and lost focus. So a couple of things that I started doing differently was to go ahead and have in my mind what I need to be praying about in reference to that verse. Or if I could, if I had big enough space and opportunity, just go ahead and start my prayer or verbally say my prayer. That way I don't feel like this is an incomplete task. Also, what helped me was setting the goals, which I already know, on my calendar. Also, leaving my books open to where I can see that I was incomplete. This is the one I'm about to start now. I just went in and start finishing that, which with this, I went ahead and made this my like plus book, like in addition to. So whenever I had a moment and I had done all my normal things, this would be my additional work. But it definitely does help to have it sitting out on where it should be. And sometimes going ahead and preparing my workspace or what it is that I want to actually accomplish. Like, for example, y'all see that when I go in to do my little questions, I tend to put in a sticky note. So I did purple, did the teal, and I think the first one is pink. So I think I'm on the dark pink now. That was light pink. Yeah. So let's get the dark pink. What I normally do is I go ahead and prepare. And this helps me to have the mindset that, hey, something's incomplete and I got to go back. And oftentimes I get distracted from being incomplete, like not having everything that I need to have. So by me going ahead and putting my sticky note up here, I won't be distracted about, oh, I don't have my sticky note. And sometimes I even leave a pen or something nearby so that I can go ahead and get things done. A big part of me of the incompleteness is whenever I have to get up and go somewhere else or find something when things are not where they're supposed to be, which is why I try my best to tidy up my space before I leave it, or at least put my main things back where they belong so that I don't get distracted. But also a to-do list. I mentioned that before, where I can just, if I forgot something the previous day, just put it on the top for the new day and I can go ahead and get it done. But also I do pray and I'm like, Lord, please help me to remember. And I also try to be as comfortable as possible to make sure I have no reason to get up, move, or be distracted. Like, for example, right now, hubby is cooking dinner. Ariana and Jace were playing a game together. Bella is taking a nap. Although it's late, I take it. So then it's like, okay, I got time to sit down and really do some things. And here I am making this video. So I think a big part of this is also finding and holding on to your least busy part of the day will help you to actually complete your task as well. And for me, being creative and colorful, as you'll see with my sticky notes, it gives me something to look forward to. And I know that might sound silly, but it actually does work for me. Also, the idea of accomplishing something, like you get to check something off your list. I told you on my calendar, which you guys have already seen 1,001 times. As a matter of fact, let me just get my planner. Let me shortcut it right quick. It's the same thing. What has helped me to just feel accomplished and done is my calendar. And y'all, I know there's a lot of days skipped, but that's because, as you can see, out of sight, out of mind. When I close it, fold it, and put it away, I don't see it no more. So I just end up going to the big calendar and filling in, because we're right here. And clearly, I'm talking to y'all about doing a Bible study, so I'm going to do my Bible studies. But that's a whole nother video I got to talk about too, y'all. But anyway, so like you see here, you have it out what you intend to do for that day. And like, for example, seeing this blank raises an alarm. Like, uh-oh, what happened? What went wrong? What was going on? What was the distraction? And you can kind of redo your routine or readjust or realign some things to ensure that you actually get the job done. But you actually have to put in some work. I must say that. And like I said, with praying and being attentive to what you feel is necessary or what would actually make you feel accomplished. And for me, it's these three things. Like, if I can get these done, like I said, this is a plus, the Daily Grace book. But if I can pray, read my Bible, do my verse of the day, my verse writing, or my verse study is here, and praise. I listen to my praise and worship music, which I did today. So like, that gives me a sense of, you did something right. So while I'm even talking about it right now, because that's a whole nother issue as well, like, you want to go ahead and get that done. Like, you talking about it, if I can find, let me just use this. Like I said, I'm here. So pray, Bible, verse, study. Oh, praise was next. So once I write that out, and let me see, go ahead and nip that in the bud. I already took care of that. Get some more highlighters over here. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, like, hey, I did what I was supposed to do today. And it gives me the motivation to continue on, because you don't quit. That's what I want to drive home today. Do not quit. Keep going and keep fighting. If you don't finish something today, try again the next day and the next day and the next day. But I'm here to show y'all, as y'all can see by my examples, you're not alone. You're not. We all do it sometime, and people like us tend to do it more often, but it's okay because we can understand one another. But don't quit. Sorry about that, y'all. My sister's texting me. But thank you so much for listening. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I love you all. God bless. Take care. Bye.